Shawls. Hi, and welcome back to Just Another Stitch. For those that don't know me, my name is Connie, and if you're new to my channel, I'd like to welcome you. And if you are new, let me know in the comments down below. Let me know how you found out about my channel, and let me know a little bit about yourself so I can start to get to know you better. So, I know it has been a while. I keep meaning to be better about being more consistent with putting out videos, and it just has not been happening. I do apologize. Hopefully I can get back on track with it, but we'll see what happens. So, like the beginning of the video, if you have to guess what this video is about, it is about shawls. So we're going to be talking about crochet shawls. I'm going to share with y'all the shawls that I recently made, and then I'm going to talk about some shawls that I want to make in the future. So let's get started, y'all. So first, we have the Perfume from Paris shawl, and this is a pattern by Bag O' Day, and look at how gorgeous. When I saw this pattern, I fell in love with it. Now, yes, this does have picot stitches, a lot of them, and I know some of y'all don't like picot stitches, but they do add a beautiful touch. I mean, just look at this. The yarn I use for this shawl is Ice Yarns Night Store. I think that is like one of the most gorgeous yarns. And this is an emerald green color. And Night Store is a yarn I definitely want to get more of. I absolutely love it. I mean, just look at that shine. I love shiny yarns. But I loved making this pattern. It was, for me, it was an easy pattern to do. But yeah, that's how this one came out. So this is Fiber Spider's Granny Meets Virus shawl, and I have been wanting to make this shawl, and I finally did. And I added fringe to the bottom. I love fringe. I don't know about y'all, but I just love fringe. And I mean, I just love the virus stitch. I've made a virus shawl before. I love the pattern for it. And I love the granny stitch too. And the yarn that I use for this shawl is a Stinley cake. It was the Candy Drops cake yarn. It was actually Happy Mail that I received from Kelly Haggerty. And I never made a video showing the Happy Mail I got from her. And I'm going to show you the other cakes she sent me in today's video too. But what's so interesting is Kelly and I were in the Navy together. We were in A school together in Orlando, Florida, and Great Lakes, Illinois. And, you know, we were in the Navy together, and actually her husband was in A school with us too. They met in A school, they got married, and they're still married to this day, which I think is amazing. But but she sent me the yarn that I use for this shawl. I mean, the Stinley cakes are just gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So thank you so much, Kelly, for the yarn that you sent me. I did already message her privately and thanked her for it. Now, with the Stinley cakes, if you don't know where to find them, there's a website called, I'm going to spell it out for y'all. It's PLETA.BG. And I will put that link in the description box for y'all. Go check out the cakes on that website. I mean, gorgeous. And I know Bag O' Day has previously talked about these yarns, but if y'all haven't checked them out, y'all got to check them out. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. That's all I can say. But I really loved this pattern, like I said, and it's one that's been on my to-do list, and yay! One down my ever so long to-do list. So this one is Bag O' Day's Twilight After Sunset shawl. And overall, this was a pretty simple pattern. Now, you had one row that was treble stitches. And I now have a new name for treble stitches. It's actually Regina with Morse Knitting 101 that called them this, and I love it. Treble stitches. I don't know about y'all, but I do not like treble stitches. I don't. I find they're just awkward to do. And a lot of times I find myself having to redo them whenever I have to do them. But normally in patterns, you just get like a few here and there. So you really don't have to do them that often. But this is the first pattern I did that had so many of them. And every time I got to that row, I was like, no, I don't like this row. I don't like it. So let me know in the comments your opinion of treble stitches. Like I said, other than that, loved this pattern. Loved it. And the yarn for this one is also a Stinley cake that Kelly sent to me. And this one is the, I believe it was the cotton, let's see, cotton store cake. Like I said, gorgeous yarn. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And I also got in on Bag O' Day's Composed of Madness Make-Along shawl. And initially for this shawl, I actually was using Ice Yarns, Cakes Rainbow yarn. And look at this colorway. Isn't it gorgeous? Nice, pretty fall colors. All of the fall feels. But this is a number 2 weighted yarn. And I started working it up. And I actually had more than this, but I have started frogging it. But the thing was, I didn't like how small it was coming out. And with the colors, you can't really see the beautiful stitches really well. So I wasn't feeling it. So I decided to redo this shawl. And I did. All right, let's find it. All right. So I redid it using Lion Brand Mandalas. Lion Brand Mandalas yarn. And the colorway is Dragon. I love these colors. And that's how it came out. I still feel like it's kind of small though. When Bago Day did hers, it looked so big. I mean, I know she's a lot smaller than I am, but like mine, it's not that big like I thought it would come out. This is a 3-weight yarn that I use, but she used 3-weight too. So I don't know. And I just loved all the different stitching. And I would love to see her do more intricate patterns, like for shawl, especially for shawls. I love me some shawls. But yeah, this is how that came out. Now, I have not blocked mine. I'm kind of debative because this is an acrylic yarn, and acrylic really does not block well. So I need y'all opinion. Should I block it? Now, I do find it kind of like at the point it wants to bunch up. But yeah, let me know in the comments if you think I should block it or not, if it needs blocking. So those are all of my finished shawls. And I am working on another shawl. This is another Bago Day shawl. If you can't tell, I love Bago Day shawl patterns. She's kind of like my go-to for shawls. And this one is called Fields of Imagination Wrap. And this is one with a long chain. I do not like long chains. I really don't. And the yarn I use, this is a 2-weight yarn. And I have a harder time seeing the lighter weight yarns. And it's harder for me to work into the chains when I use lightweight. And I don't feel like I did the best job with my chain. It probably did twist on me some as I was working into it. I don't think you can really tell. Antoinette's saying I'm being too obsessive about my chain. But I love this pattern. And again, this is not a hard pattern. It's mostly just double crochet stitches. You do have to do double crochet 2 together. And then you got to kind of drop down like under the stitch to work your V-stitch on the next row. But love, love, love it. And this is the same ice yarn, Cakes Rainbow yarn. Right here. That's what I'm going to use that yarn for, this wrap. So that is what I'm working on. Now, I am going to talk about some of my future plans for shawls. Now, some of these may take me longer to get to, but these are patterns that I just love. Bago Day has this wrap. It don't really have like a real name to it. The video just says crochet wrap / crochet shawl. It's a white wrap. I will put the link, and actually all the links for these patterns I will put in the description box in case y'all are interested. Always check my description box out because I put all sorts of links and important information. So you never know what you'll find in that section. But this wrap, it may have been about 2 years ago maybe, I had tried to to do it. I've been wanting to make this one. And I keep having wrong yarn choices. That's the bottom line. I tried using a cake yarn, and I was hesitant about a cake yarn because I always felt like it really needed a solid color yarn, and I was not feeling it. So, of course, I frogged it, and then I went to attempt it again. And I was going to use the last Stanley cake that Kelly sent me, which is this one right here. And I'm about to get into why the cake looks a little wonky. Some frogging went on, basically. So, like what's on the outside, that's what I had frogged. But isn't this gorgeous? It's kind of like a red and bright pink. Gorgeous. I love these Stanley cakes. But anyway, so I started working it up. And this is, I think they consider it a 2-weight. But it's either like a 1 or 2 weight. But the thing is, I felt like it was too lightweight for this pattern. Bag O' Day used a 3-weight yarn. So eventually I do plan to make that wrap. I'm probably going to use either Night Store yarn or the Charm yarn from Ice Yarns. Both of those gorgeous yarns. Absolutely love them. But that's kind of my plans for whenever I finally do make that wrap. It will happen one day. Now with this yarn, I'm thinking about either doing Bag O' Day's Fastidious and Precise shawl. Because usually I find triangle shawls work better with the lightweight yarns. At least for me, they do. Or another one that I was looking at today is the Sadie shawl. And I know I'm probably going to say her name wrong. I do apologize. Kristin Ormdahl. I hope I got it right, or at least close. I think that would probably do good. Even though she used a heavier weight yarn, which Bag O' Day did too. But I think this might look good in that pattern. Or if you have an idea of a shawl you think this yarn would look beautiful in, let me know. If you're sending me links, I recommend to email me. But yeah, I need some pattern suggestions before I get to this cake. Now, some other shawls that I've been eyeing, Expression Fibers. Chandi has some beautiful patterns. And I actually learned how to knit from Chandi. But some of her patterns that I've been eyeing, the Red Velvet Rose Shawl, which uses a 4-weight yarn. And I think that would look beautiful using the Store Glitz yarn from Ice Yarn. I love Ice Yarn. They have some really gorgeous yarns. And you know, a lot of people think that the shipping is so expensive. It is, but it really isn't. It's kind of deceitful because the yarn itself is priced really, really low. And yes, the shipping itself is high, but when you combine it and take the average, a lot of times it comes out cheaper than what you normally would spend on yarn. So it really truly is not that expensive. And a lot of times it still comes out under the average price with shipping under $5 a skein. So go check their site out. I'm going to put that link down in the description box too. I'm going to have y'all drooling over some yarn after y'all watch this video. But I think it would look pretty in that store glitz in burgundy. That's what I'm thinking. And another one of Expression Fiber Arts shawls that I've been eyeing is the, hopefully I'm saying this right, Electrona shawl. It uses a fingering weight. And I'm kind of wondering maybe a Cakes Rainbow from Ice Yarns would be the perfect yarn for it. Thinking. But that one I kind of would love to find, like, maybe kind of a bright summery color feels. I don't know. Ooh, I just thought the Mandela Ombre. Ooh, I bet that would look... No, that's a higher weight. I gotta think fingering. We shall see. We shall see. But then, too, Ice Yarns has this cotton cake yarn that's like rainbow colors. I wonder how that would look. I love rainbow. I mean, not rainbow. Watermelon colors. I love watermelon colors. Ooh. Ooh la la. And then Ursula with OM Granny Square. She has that Steve shawl and the Count My Blessing shawl. Those are two that I want to make. They're crescent shawls. Beautiful, beautiful. And I still remember back, and this may have actually, I think this was before I started my channel. And I stumbled across Ursula's channel. And she would always make like those granny square ponchos and stuff, and beautiful ponchos. She does beautiful work. And the other shawl, this is the last one that I want to make coming up. It's a Tunisian crochet one. And I've been saying I want to learn Tunisian crochet. I did make that little pumpkin, but it was like real basic. But I truly haven't learned Tunisian crochet. Now this one's going to be more challenging, and hopefully I'm not going in over my head. But I believe I can do it. And the way that this tutorial is done, they have links for each stitch, and they have, you know, tutorials for it too. And I love that. But this is a cables and lace shawl in Tunisian crochet, and it is gorgeous. And I will have the link in the description box so y'all can see what it looks like. But yeah, those are my future plans for shawls. And more than likely, Bad Girl Day is going to put some new shawls out that I'll be like, oh, I got to make this one. And there's still a lot of her shawls that I want to make. But those are ones that I'm eyeing. A lot of them, I still need to get the yarn for them, so I don't know when I would make them. But yeah. So I love me some shawls. What can I say? I hope y'all enjoyed today's video. And I hope everyone is having a fabulous yarny day. And always remember to be the best, sparkly you that you can be. And be cool and be kind. And ooh la la. Bye, everyone.